Good morning, everyone. I'm not sure what happened in my last video, but I would like to personally welcome you to the course that I personally designed for my students. It is called I Own My IEP. This course is very special to me because it is about self-advocating and creating self-communication skills within my students on them being able to communicate their goals for their IEP. IEP is an individualized education plan for special education students, which is my background. I've been working with special education students for over 4 years, and I've also served as a teacher assistant for over 8 years. So I have a pretty extensive background in that population with students. Okay, so my subject area, of course, is special education. My course subject is teaching students how to write their own IEP objectives. My level of instruction is for high school students. This is a very accessible course for my students. It's very simplified based on their learning disabilities. The key instructional documents that is included in my course would definitely be the course schedule, the course alignment standards, the 3-column table, and course goals and outcomes, which we can go over. This mini course is intended for students who are enrolled in the Aspire program at New Caney High School. Students who have reached the age of 14 are legally able to provide input in the development of their individualized education plan, aka IEP. This mini course is strategically designed to develop a brief understanding of what special education is, how disabilities impact the learning process, and how we use to collect and analyze data to create and measure the progress of IEP goals. After learning this information, we strive to create self-determination, advocacy, and communication amongst our students. The benefits of this course, which will be the outcomes, by teaching students what an IEP is and how we make them, we are promoting students to participate in and even lead their own IEP meetings, helping them to develop important communication and self-advocacy skills. Ultimately, students who demonstrate an understanding of their IEP are able to provide family and faculty with great insight as a result of deep introspection. These students will be able to help aid members of their support system when it comes to establishing an individualized IEP plan. So the course schedule, pretty brief. We have it's the 90-minute class sessions. First period, which is our daily living period at New Caney High School. In the Aspire program, it's on an 8-day rotation. So every 8-day first period for 90 minutes, we will go over this course until we complete it. So in the first day of the course, we introduce learners to the course, discuss the functionality of the course design, ensure every learner can independently access the course. That's making sure they can access their Chromebooks, they can independently get on Google Classroom, they have the class code, and we go over that. In day 2, we discuss the course outline, standards, and course schedule. We introduce students to their e-portfolio, which is what we call as the digital interactive notebook on our campus, and we discuss the functionality of a digital interactive notebook. In day 3, session 1, what is special education, what is a disability? These dates are messed up. Session 3 and 4, what is an IEP and accommodations versus modifications? Day 5, rewriting goals, and section 6 is advocacy of how to self-advocate. And these days are messed up. And then we have a session recap for our last day, and we revisit the course, and we do student feed forward, where the students give their feedback on what they learn. They reflect, they like the course, is there any challenges in the course that they may have. This is the time where they will be able to express that to me, and we are able to look at it as a group. So I am using a outcome-based education module. Why? Because I don't want my students to just memorize this information. I want them to be able to take this information in and apply it in their everyday life, as in actually giving feedback for their IEP goals, able to write their own IEP goals and have their case manager or DIAC look at their goals as well to see do they align with the TEAC standards that we go by for STAR Alts 2 students. How will I about this assessment is, again, my assessments will not be brick and mortar. They will not be textbooks. They will not be multiple choice tests. They will be not be quizzes. They will be actually reflection statements, activities where they have to demonstrate their knowledge and applying it rather than just memorizing the information. So that's how I will do my assessments. I want my students to move into deeper learning. This will require them to actually soak in the information that they're learning and retaining it and making sure that they can apply it so This again will not be a memorization course. They will have to be able to apply the knowledge. They will have to be able to demonstrate how to actually write a goal. What is needed in a goal? Can they tell me their accommodations based on their disability? My students is all in control of the learning. Again, it's at their pace and their accessibility levels, and this because it's based on their disability. So again, we have a 3-column table. Give me 1 second. Here's our 3-column table. Our bag is overachieving. I'm sorry, our learners will completing the IEP mini course. Aspire students will understand what IEP is and will contribute to their IEP creation and data progression for the remainder of the secondary of their academic career. So the learner will have an overview of what special education is and its history, and these are the learning activities, YouTube videos, PowerPoint slides, and the Kahoot activity, just to kind of give them, it's like a warm up into the course. And then they will have their interactive notebook entry where they would have to reflect and demonstrate their knowledge, and their mini quizzes. We have YouTube and PowerPoint slides to accommodate them. And most of the entries, again, are reflections, so they will be interactive notebooks. They do have some think, pair, share, some collaborations with their team members on some things. And again, they will be able to have to write their own goals and share their accommodations, as I said earlier. And of course, like I said, here's the schedule that we have for them for this course right here. Of course, I need to update the dates. I don't know what happened there, but that was pretty weird. So it's a 6-class course that is sprung out over, again, 90-minute sessions of our first period daily living course, 8-day rotation. It's intended, again, for my high school students, and we can start as early as our 9th graders, and it will be intended all the way up until our 12th graders. Everybody who is enrolled in a daily living course in Aspire will have to take this course at some point throughout their academic career. So if you have any questions or concerns, you are more than welcome to reach out to me. This is a new process for me as well as it is for you, and I'm looking for any feed forward that I can take in for this course. Thank you so much.